There we go. We're recording. We'll let everybody trickle in here. So, hi everybody. Welcome again to another deep conversational episode of... Conversational? What kind of word is that? A good episode of Raw Talkin' It. We're now calling this Series 0. This is the first official episode, but there's two prequel episodes where we kind of just introduce ourselves and talk about what we're doing. My name is Andrew, aka Titus. I am joined with my friend Joe, aka possibly Joe, might be Joe, somebody is Joe, we don't really know. Say hi, Joe.
Hello.
The people can hear you, which is great.
Yes.
Thank God.
Possibly Joe is the new standard because too many people took Might Be Joe, as it happens.
That's so weird.
I was me as Joe as well for a while, too.
That's true, you were. Yeah. But you changed to Might Be Joe pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Which is...
I
like it. I think it's funny. Possibly Joe kind of just, like, goes off the tongue pretty well.
It does. That's why I've settled on it, and I default to that now.
Yeah. Anyway, so, yeah, as I said, this is episode of Raw Talkin' It, a thing that him and I created because we decided to throw another podcast, playcast thing into the void because quarantine, and we're bored and need friends. Anyway, we're talking about going to the gym because I'm a fat ass and Joe actually goes to the gym.
I mean, I went to the gym. I have not,
well,
unfortunately, since we've started not doing that.
I don't know if you've heard, but there's this thing called COVID-19 out right now. It kind of makes it so you can't go to the gym.
Yeah, that's it. I went 4 days a week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Fridays, because I work half days, I usually wouldn't go. And I would drag my coworker there. And, you know, we went to the gym. And it was just like 25 minutes of cardio. Like we would walk to the gym, you know, change, whatever. And then we would each basically I would do cardio. I just picked a cardio machine.
That's what I really need to do. I really need to cardio.
And I would go not crazy hard, but like I'd for sure be working up a sweat. And I'd go for like 25 minutes. And then after 25 minutes, we'd find each other in the gym, go take a real quick like 5-minute rinse off shower, and then back to work. And it was a great way to break up the afternoon and burn a few calories.
Yeah. I never had anybody to go with, and so now that when this is over, I really want to go. I need to lose some weight. I need to do more cardio. I was dropping pounds and stuff, and when I was going biking every day, or twice a week, and doing disc golf and all that, but I don't hang out with Dusty very much anymore, just for reasons.
We've been counting calories again, which has been helpful. It's the only thing that definitely works for me. And even then, it's still hard. It's still slow. You still mess up.
Yeah, I don't eat that much, I guess. Not like I eat when I do want to eat. I eat a lot, but like for the most part, I usually don't snack much. I usually just I eat my dinner, and I eat my breakfast, and I eat my lunch. Like that's it. That's all I do. I don't really go and get a bunch of other stuff. But
I drunk snack, which is not ideal, and I also drink, which is also calories. So unfortunately,
yeah. I've stopped drinking for now, actually.
Well, that's good.
Porch Rocker is out of season, and I don't feel like... Because I spent a pretty decent amount of money when Porch Rocker was out. I mean, I got a 24-pack like every 2 weeks and went through all of it. So...
Oh, I mean, we drink liquor in this household for the most part. And
beer is even more calories, so, you know, it's...
It is.
I was drinking a lot of beer for... I mean, it was at least like 1 or 2 a day just because I love that fucking beer. It's so good.
We've been...
this is that puzzle where I have to go up and drop the rock and do all...
No, I don't think you have to drop a rock, but you do need to jump into one of those holes for the new maximum Merc Rift.
That's probably over there.
It said the third section. I don't know where it officially starts counting. You have to jump in the hole.
We'll make sure not to leave this place until we find it.
Yeah, because you get on story rails after this section. So.
Yep.
Yeah. But yeah, no. So tonight we had Jaden brought home fast food for dinner just because we wanted something easy and we were going to be streaming and stuff.
Yeah.
And so that ate up most of my budget. So tonight, instead of my usual, I am drinking a gin and seltzer. So
that's
I'm going to drink. Gin is about the same, but like obviously the seltzer's nothing. And so I just have a slice of lime in there and gin and seltzer, and I'll have a few of these but just with
That
like
creepy noise
1
you've
ounce
been
of
hearing?
alcohol each, which is not much.
I think it's getting the opposite of not less quieter.
But
Excuse me?
I bought gin a while back and then kind of just forgot about it for a while.
Was it from
This
Thomastown?
isn't going to end the well.
Or...
No, this is the Botanist,
Oh, dude, that
which is the
Thomastown
other
stuff.
brand I get.
That Thomastown stuff is so good. I got some for my boss.
It is.
A while back.
The Botanist is also good.
Man, it is fucking good.
It's like locally picked herbs or whatever
That's pretty
from whatever area it's from. It's a big enough brand that they like have advertising and stuff.
That's
but
cat corn.
yeah, I quite like it.
Yeah. So I labeled the episode of this, or titled the episode of this, games, and we've done nothing but talk about other nonsense, but that's
Getting
fine.
late.
That's just
Yeah.
kind of what it
Taking
is.
too long.
You need to jump into one of these holes because I think you're coming up on the one that you need. There's a Merc Rift from not Maxima in one of these holes.
I haven't been able to jump in any of them. Can I just go
You
in
have
there and
to
jump in
like go backwards.
there? Right, but I haven't
through,
been able
like-
to go like down yet. Like,
I think you can, but I don't know where.
this is the only way I've been able
You
to.
got to walk up to the edge, I think, and then hit X or something.
Oh, shit! I'm dumb. You actually can go from the front.
This might be the right one, actually.
Do I use creamer with
Well-
my coffee? I don't drink coffee, so no.
We have started drinking coffee because quarantine makes us very sleepy all the time.
Yeah,
Uh,
I drink my energy drink like once or twice a week. Is really all I
Right,
do.
let's do this.
What is this thing?
Is it the Moomba? It's the Moomba.
This thing is adorable.
It is, and it has 3 different forms, and they're all really good. Yeah, this one's a medium, so you probably won't use the medium form very much unless you change up your stacks. But it is adorable. And yeah, because it's just healing it, you can just cast heal on it a bunch of times, over and over, and then you can grab it. And items work as well.
Yep.
Yeah, you just throw potions at it.
I'm just gonna throw a bunch of potions at it until it's like the easiest thing to catch in the world.
Yep.
Ooh, it poisons. That's mega unfortunate. So games actually. Man, that new Ratchet and Clank looks freaking awesome.
I know it does look really good, even though I've never played any Ratchet and Clank. It does look really good.
And so I bring it up because the game that I wanted to play was actually because we saw that Ratchet and Clank was the new Ratchet and Clank for PS4, new quote unquote. But man, it takes a lot to concentrate on that game. But man, the Rift in Time one looks really good. Oh yeah, cookie! My wife delivered me a cookie. I am a happy boy.
That is very lucky.
I am a happy
I got
boy.
actually a birthday package from my mother today that contains some snacks.
That's
which-
coming up soon. You keep saying
is?
you keep saying about stuff for your birthday. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure it's not September. I'm pretty sure I haven't missed it. So if I do, that's a mega
missed it.
unfortunate.
No, my mother she started sending me stuff early, and she's like, "You're old enough to know why gifts are early." But yeah, it's
I really probably need to kill one of these. It looks great, and like the whole like pulling the rift thing like closer to you, that all seems really really cool. Like the whole concept of the game seems really nice, and it's cool that they're bringing some of these things back like that. Cause
I agree. I like it looks like a solid game. Like no
Right, yeah.
it just looks good.
And I like of course I don't have the time to go back and play the other ones, but they did say like it's its own standalone story as well, and I love that fact. Like, if I want to jump in right here, I can just jump in right here. But I do like a continuing story sometimes, like Horizon Zero.
Oh, we were talking about coffee. We screwed these guys over. They even asked about it.
Yeah, I said I don't like coffee.
And the thing I was going to say is we have started using what we did is rather than use just straight up creamer or something that's like sweet or something, or well, like overly sweet, we buy, there's like a Silk brand, which is like the non-dairy, there's like a Silk brand, like pre-made bottle of latte or whatever.
Oh, right, yeah.
And so it's non-dairy, but like part coffee. And what we do is we just go half and half. We brew a cup of coffee and then just fill the rest of the glass up with like the latte, basically. And so it ends up not being very sweet, but
Not super
it's
bitter,
sweet
right?
enough. And it's not super bitter, and it ends up tasting a lot better as far as I'm concerned. But it's nothing like, a Starbucks half whipped cream monstrosity, which I love those too. um, but it's also nice. It's non-dairy, so it doesn't spoil very quickly. Like, dairy, like creamer, we kept buying and it kept going bad after a week and a half because we were drinking 1 to 2 cups of coffee between us like a day and not even every day. So yeah.
I'm gonna do the ultimate boo-boo, don't do this on stream YouTube thing, but I'm gonna eat this fucking cookie because this cookie looks great. And
The sky's gone all.
You're allowed to eat on stream. If people can do mukbangs, you can eat a cookie.
Oh yeah,
It's
mukbang
getting
is a
late.
thing.
We're taking too long.
You ever sit back and think the internet is a mistake?
Here before the sun goes down.
Nah.
No, that's fine.
The world maybe, but not the internet specifically. I don't know where you're going. Oh, are you checking the other holes?
Yeah, I'm just backtracking and checking out.
Okay.
We got
There's
plenty.
one other Merc Rift in a hole, and it's nothing that interesting.
I probably already have it,
Yeah, you probably do.
but I mean, we got time. We got all the time in the world. Oh, this is the Phoenix thing that pops down, right?
I don't remember. I remember there being... It's the cat thing.
Well,
Maybe this is what I was thinking of, actually.
little Sphinx guy.
Yeah. Oh, you said... I thought you said Phoenix, and I was like...
I did say
no.
Phoenix, but ignore me.
Okay.
You know what I meant. I think.
Ish.
Anyway, man, I really want that PS5 price.
Yeah, I'm shocked that they did so as much talking about it as they did and still haven't released the price.
Yeah. We're like,
I don't know.
I don't know what they're doing because we're getting close to holiday season. People need to be able to prepare, especially in these kind of times, being able to prepare to buy one because it's not going to be a cheap system. I mean, not everybody can afford
My
it.
thought was if the price was going to be a selling point, then we would know by now. If the price was going to be like good enough that it's going to like be a reason to buy it because it's such a good deal, we would know by now. The fact that we don't know makes me think that they know it's bad.
I think it's going to be 500. I don't see it going higher than that because I think they'll shoot themselves in the foot if they do.
We'll have to see. I don't know. I think the disc version may be that much. I think the discless will be... Or sorry, I guess the discless might be 500 and the disc version might cost more.
I mean, I've seen, like, there's been a bunch of, like, leaks from, like, Amazon and shit online. They're saying that the disc one is going to be $100 less, and the discless one is going to be $100 less, and the disc one will be at the $500 price point.
Okay.
But that's
that's
just rumored. We don't know. We really don't. We have heard nothing from Sony, and I really wish they would say something. Because, I mean, it's almost September. It's probably going to release in mid-November. Like, that's just how it goes. Because the PS3 released, like, November 15th. PS4 released, like, the 17th. So it's going to be in that week era. Because, you know, it's a week before, or 2 weeks before big holiday stuff. And so it has to, right? There's no other way. So, I mean, are we going to get a price, like, a month before? Everything's going to be better than the PS3 original price of, like, $600.
Yeah, I don't have a good history of the different prices of them. Especially not Sony.
Launch PS3 was $600. And, I mean, it was a big deal because the thing about the original PS3 was it was 100% backwards compatible. It could play PS2, PS1, and PS3. It was a Blu-ray player. You could plug it in, so it had internet connection. It had all this stuff. You know, it was a really awesome system. God, I love the PS3 on launch. Like, the PS3 was so good. People say it was terrible. Fuck you, you're wrong. PS3 is the best. But it was very expensive. Very expensive. And that kind of killed it because Xbox 360 was already out. It was already established. And you got this massively expensive system that people were kind of like, but I just got Xbox. That's like $300 cheaper. Like, it was literally like $200-300 cheaper than the PS3. Now we're in a situation where PS4 came out. PS4 price when it dropped was like $400, and now you can get one for $250, and then the Pro is still $400. So, you know, okay, not bad, $400. Yeah, for the Pro, that's fine. For a 1 TB, 200 or 1 TB PS4, pretty good. That's a pretty good price. And now it's like, are we gonna stay at 400? Are they gonna go up to 500? They're not. They're definitely not gonna go to 600 because 600 will kill them. At the same time, they're the only ones coming out with exclusives. Xbox is gonna support the Series X or the Xbox One and play anywhere and not do a console exclusive. So it's like, why upgrade? Like, why? If I have a PC or if I have an Xbox One, why would I want to upgrade and not spend the money? You have no exclusives. You have no exclusivity of a story. What's the point?
Yeah, not sure. I mean, Xbox has. Well, I mean, they have
Forza.
Halo. They have Halo,
They have Forza, they have Halo, they have Gears of War.
and Halo Infinite's the new hotness.
It got delayed, though.
Well, okay, fair, but still.
It got delayed in 2021. For PlayStation, well, and PC to be fair, but for PlayStation on release, you have Ratchet and Clank, you have Godfall, and you have
Ratchet and Clank. They said launch window.
right.
They
That's
did not
true,
say
but that's
release.
still probably going to be 2020-ish, maybe 2021, but it's
Yeah,
going to be
we'll
at least early 2021 if that's the case. And so if that's where we're headed,
I'm actually curious what the launch titles will actually be because BioWare Dragon Age won't be done.
no,
Uh,
we won't, but man,
Not that that's exclusive, but that will not be done.
that presentation
Ratchet-
today was fucking solid.
It was cool. It didn't reveal anything about the story.
Final
but it was
Fantasy X
cool.
Sandworm.
But
Got another cookie. No more
it,
cookies.
Oh my
but yeah, no, like Ratchet and Clank is launch window, and then Dragon Age won't be done in time. Horizon Forbidden West almost certainly won't be done in time.
Right.
I'm curious what's actually going to be a Day Zero
More than
launch.
you can
Godfall is supposed to be Day Zero, and so is the Miles Morales story, I believe,
Okay.
which is a big selling point.
Yeah, that's true.
Water damages these guys. Okay. And so, what's their names? Who are they called? Xbox.
BioWare?
Xbox. What does
Oh,
Xbox have? You know, it's like we've heard
Yeah,
all the time. It's like everything is here. Blah blah. Blah. It's like okay, neat. Why should I ever upgrade if I can just keep playing it and not spend the money and spend more money on games?
True.
Which is fun. I mean, not everybody. To be fair, not everybody needs to upgrade. You don't need to, but if this is like the one thing that you buy and you spend money on, and then they go, Xbox goes, but you don't gotta, and PlayStation goes, but we got all the stuff. I'm gonna go with those guys. Those guys got the stuff. They got all the stuff. I like that stuff. You see that Spider-Man guy? He's flipping around and shit. That's just my opinion, but I say I'm not a fanboy, and I'm a gigantic fanboy. It's terrible.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't see us not getting a PS5, but I don't know if it'll be day one. We'll just have to see.
I want to. I want to get one day one. I've never been on the forefront of a console launch ever.
I wanted to be for the dang Switch. That didn't happen.
Oh my god, bots galore.
Are you trying to get killed?
It's
Yeah.
just,
Well, and with the Switch, I was so mad because I refused to play Breath of the Wild on Wii U, and so I had to just like I had to just have my friends who were playing it like not or who managed to find a Switch before I did just like not talk about it around me, you included. I was just like nobody can say anything because like I want to play this game, and I'm so glad I did because the first playthrough of Breath of the Wild was
hey,
special.
Gazelles, welcome, man. Go ahead.
But yeah, no, that was
I got a
hard
Switch
to
after
not
you
do that.
because
You did. I think
You found my
Max maybe
Switch.
got one first.
You're the one who found it, and because we were gonna get one for Logan
Oh,
for his
yeah.
birthday, and you're the one who
Yeah.
found it. You're like, they have like 2 in stock. Do you want
Yeah.
me to grab one? I was like, yeah, sure. Why not grab it now?
Oh, and when I got mine, I was still like actively looking, and I think what happened was it was like every Friday basically I was calling around the local stores to see if they had any, and somebody finally did, and I left work early and said, hey, like it was Target I think, and I'm like, hey, I work like 40 minutes away. I don't know if you're supposed to do this. Can you stick one behind the counter for me? I'll be there as soon as I can. And he's like, oh yeah, man, I got you. No worries.
That's awesome.
And so I
This'll warm you.
beelined it. I sped all the way back to, town, and
Yeah, 40 minutes away from work.
yeah, 30, but yeah, still enough that I was like, I need to get in there ASAP. And they still had it, and I had Breath of the Wild, and I immediately started playing it.
Yep.
But boy, that sucked.
Yeah, it was a. To be clear, also, when I say he picked up my Switch, I did pay him back. He didn't just pick it up for me.
Yeah, no.
I did pay him back, but yeah, he called me and was like, "There's one here. We were just shopping around and we got it." Like, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like, hey, want a free Switch? I'm like, oh, yes, please. That'd be great. Yeah, I think bots are kind of an issue when it comes to buying this shit out. Like, take the Animal Crossing Switch and that kind of stuff. Like, bots buy shit out and then they upsell it, and it's like, this sucks. And then so
That does.
I'm kind of glad with the whole PS5 thing where they're like, you have to be invited to get this pre-order. It's like, that's kind of heat. I like that. But then it's very limited as well. So it's hard.
Oh, hey, anime cutscene.
Yep, I love the anime cutscenes in this game. So
I
pretty.
mean, they're really good.
Too bad my big ass face cam is in the way, but I can see it. It looks great. I'm letting everybody know right now. Looks good. Chibi Lightning is adorable. I love the chibi Final Fantasy characters in this game. The whole art.
I just can't believe they actually managed to make. They were like, let's make chibi characters and then also make it matter to the story.
Yeah. And Rain and Lawn also, like, their art looks incredible.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, Final Fantasy VI right here.
Yeah. Rain and Lon are just such good characters.
Oh,
I
absolutely.
like them so much.
Absolutely. Yeah, Thunder. Fuck bots. I agree with that statement. Like, it's so unfortunate that that's just what happens when people are excited about stuff, and then bots are like, ha ha ha, and I'm gonna upsell you 3 times the price. But scalpers have always been a thing. We've always had scalpers. I mean, look at what happened with the PS3 launch. People were waiting in lines for like days.
Oh, the Wii.
The Wii. Oh yeah, the Wii. Oh my god.
Oh,
the Wii.
it took me like 6 months to get a Wii.
The Wii was just as bad.
It was absolutely insane. And I was young enough. My mom had to do the research, and like she got a tip from somebody that like Target or whatever was getting 10 in on a certain day, and we had to go that day. Like,
Yeah.
it was nuts.
The Wii was pretty fucking nuts, man. I don't know.
But hey, my birthday party that year, Wii Sports birthday party,
Let's go.
that was a good day.
Nintendo doesn't come out with like the most powerful consoles in the fucking world, but man, do they sell! Holy crap! I don't know what they do. I don't know how they do it, but all their consoles just sell, and it's crazy every time.
Yeah. Oh man, yeah, no. No, not every time. Wii U would like to work with you.
Okay, I guess that's true.
And the GameCube didn't do that great, actually.
It did
It
later
feels so
on.
weird. It feels so weird to say that, but no, the GameCube actually did not do that great.
Really? I thought it did really well.
No, it did. It did okay.
No shit.
Yeah,
That's
let me
kind of
look up.
surprising. I mean, the PlayStation 2 is like the best-selling console of all time ever, right?
I think the Wii is.
Is it the Wii?
Yeah.
Shit. Now I gotta look this up.
No, I got it. You play the game. I got this.
I want to know because, like, I thought the PlayStation.
Oh, yeah, I'm not gonna just like look it up and not tell you.
Well,
Okay,
I hope
you are
not.
correct. The PS2 is still number one.
Yes!
It's actually by a bigger margin than I thought.
Fuck yeah!
So-
I know my PlayStation, baby.
This lists a bunch of stuff. So PlayStation 2 was 155 million units.
It's crazy. It's a crazy selling console.
The
successful console.
Nintendo DS family is 154 million.
Excuse me.
Really?
Do you know
And that would be,
VR?
that does not include 3DS, but I believe it includes DSi's and some of the other, like DS Lite or whatever.
Okay, so like all DS is like DS family. They
Yeah.
mean all DSs.
Yeah, there's actually a picture. It references,
That means the 3DS, the
Oh.
2DS, the DS Lite, the regular DS, all DSs.
no, this means the DS, the DS Lite, the DSi, and the DSi XL.
Okay.
So here's what I found fascinating. The original DS only sold like 19 million. The DS Lite sold almost 100 million.
Wow, that's actually kind of crazy.
And then the DSi and DSi XL were like 20 million each as well. Anyways, PlayStation 2, DS, and then they combined Game Boy and Game Boy Color. Then
So
it's
handhelds.
PS4.
PS4 is after that?
Yeah, so
That's actually mad crazy.
and then it also has a what's that symbol mean? Oh, it means that it's still on the market, so the numbers are still changing. Then original PlayStation, then Wii,
Wow, PlayStation killing it.
and then PS3, and then Xbox 360, and then the Game Boy Advance family, and then the PSP.
Japan.
The PSP
Right.
outsold the 3DS.
Japan, right?
I guess. Well, but all the 3DS is also Japan, so that's
Kingdom
weird.
Hearts? Question mark.
I have no idea.
It had Kingdom Hearts and it had a Monster Hunter game on it.
And the Switch is doing well, but yeah, now by the time we get down to the Switch, we're at 62 million. So like,
I can't believe the Switch has only sold 62 million. I feel like it would be a
I
lot more than that.
agree.
On. What the?
I feel like it would be more, but I guess it's only been out like 3 years, right?
Yes, correct.
Damn, I'm good.
Whereas the PS4 has been out for 7 years.
7?
And when the Switch gets, inevitably, we already have the Switch Lite, right, or whatever it's called.
Yeah, we have the Switch Lite, and
And-
there's rumors for a new one coming out, right?
And that'll boost sales again. And again, they will break and people will replace them. So there will continue to be sales
Which
for
we
a long time.
we
They're
actually
gonna
didn't
Switch for a
talk
long
about it because we have a chat where we talk about this stuff, and you brought it up or somebody brought it up, but we didn't actually discuss this whole they're gonna make a new model. We just like mentioned a couple things that we would like, but
Oh, hey. This whole thing started because of the GameCube. So
right, yeah. So what's the GameCube at?
we'll jump. So PlayStation 2 is the top at 155 million. Then I'll skip down to the Wii. That was 102-ish million. And then the GameCube is down just shy of 22 million. And the Wii U is 13.5 million.
Victory!
Yeah, that console flopped.
I mean, the GameCube did worse than the N64 by 10 million.
Holy crap! I didn't know that. All right, well,
Yep.
color me surprised. So I guess
That said,
they're successful every other year then.
yeah, it's weird. Like the NES and SNES also beat the N64. So like, yeah.
Oh, I guess yeah. The NES, the SNES are great because they were really kind of the only consoles. I mean, the SNES had to compete with Sega.
NES was competing with Sega, and the NES was 1983. It did not have much competition at all,
Right.
other than a couple things by Atari and a couple things from places that like the Intellivision and
Oh yeah.
the Dendy. What the fuck is a Dendy? Yeah, then you get into the weird ass stuff that like basically no one owned.
So we went from N64, which was a pretty successful console. In terms
Then
of the
GameCube.
time, in the time that it was released, it was successful.
Yes.
Then GameCube, which was not successful.
I know who you.
Wii, which was very successful.
Christus.
Wii
The
U-
GameCube was successful, but not. It was not an improvement.
Right.
So she's in the League of
And
S.
then Wii U,
Glass and glasses.
which was
Bomb.
a big bomb, very big bomb.
That's right.
Number one, their marketing was
She's
god
an
awful.
officer, in fact.
The naming, the marketing.
I didn't know
Yeah.
she was a big shot.
And then
So why
the
are
Switch,
you
which
here
has been
helping us out
a
like
gigantic hit. The Switch is
I don't
incredible
suppose it's too
for the people who. I mean,
for the water
don't get me
bottle?
wrong. The Switch is pretty good for what it does.
Sorry.
It just, in my opinion, doesn't do enough. But at the same time, it does great. The kids love it, so it's a fantastic thing for what it is.
Oh yeah, and it has. I think it knows its niche pretty well. Like, it is not trying to really outperform much of anything, and it doesn't need to. So I think it does fine in that respect.
God.
Like, it's not trying to be better than PlayStation 4.
Yeah,
at,
it's a whole different
Asked me to
audience,
help you out.
yeah.
or a whole different way to game. In a
It's
sense.
not competing very much with PS4. There's not many people that are trying to decide between one or the other.
In order
Right.
to
Like,
break loose of it,
It's people want one or they want the other or they want both, but like usually it's not a mutually exclusive.
Well, and the thing is,
decision.
like, the PS4 has been, as you said, PS4 has been out for 7 years, so it's pretty likely that people already have a PS4 by the time the Switch came out.
Yeah, the Nintendo was like off cycle of everyone else.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Switch was 4 years after PS4, and now 4 years later ish, we're getting PS5, and then
We'll get,
you know.
like, Switch version 2.0 or whatever that'll be a better screen and a better battery and whatnot. And I'll probably
Yeah.
end up buying it because I'm a piece of shit.
Also,
we already have two, so I'm not.
I don't-
We're not buying a third Switch probably.
I don't have two, and so
Apparently the real thorns in
it'll
their
be a
side.
good chance for me to buy a second one if they do a 2.0. So
We bought two because of combination Pokemon, Animal Crossing, and Honeymoon.
yeah,
Like, basically,
that's right.
our honeymoon was like the week after Pokemon. Our wedding was like the week before Pokemon. Then Pokemon came out, and then like a week later, we had our honeymoon. And so we took
And you
our
guys-
Switches with us.
And you went to Germany, so
Yes.
it was a long plane ride.
Yeah, well, and also like a 2 week vacation. And so, yeah, so we brought the Switches with us. Like, I finished my Pokedex while I was in Germany. I also got my new phone around that time, and so I also played Dragon Warrior
Yep.
Monsters on my
Oh,
phone.
God, yes. I love Dragon Warrior.
That's what you need to stream next, obviously.
Oh, we can get an emulator going and play some Dragon Warrior Monsters.
Oh yeah,
I haven't
no
played
one's gonna be streaming that.
that- I haven't played that game in years. Oh my God, I'm gonna be so bad at it.
No, you should, because then I have played it recently and I can give you tips.
I have not.
I can have all the
In
I can have all the breeding guides
in
open.
a hot minute. God, I love
Uh,
those games though. I
um,
wish they would remake
yeah.
Dragon Quest 8. I
what's
wish
this
we could
job
get
we're
like a
supposed to do? Our target,
like a
Mako Reactor Zero,
upscaled
swarming
Chrono
with all
Trigger.
kinds of
Don't
dangerous
do
mirages.
what they did to Final Fantasy VII. Just give me some like real pretty sprites and do some quality of life stuff.
Except, it looks like your powers have been
give me that.
Dungeon tip in here: if you get one of those little searcher guys, they have zap.
Okay, that's what I need to get then.
So you need to. It'll level up, and you just need to give it 1 point in that, so that you can open those doors.
But the problem is, I one-shot everything.
If we have to do,
Yeah, you might have to use bad skills or something, or items.
I don't know what to do here.
I mean, scan it.
Let's make this quick.
Oh, yeah. Well, I've already scanned it, so it should already.
Well,
already
don't
know.
you? Oh, that's what you need to do. Add the Magitech armor to your stack, so that you can unstack and use a weak monster.
Oh, that's a good idea. You're so smart. You're just so smart.
I do my best. But no, yeah, no. So we took the Switches, and then we also knew we were getting Animal Crossing, and so
Right. Yep.
we were like, we want to have. We were considering trying to share an island, but we were just like, nah, we're gonna get 2 islands. Like, that's just gonna be the best way to do it.
You can afford it. Might as well.
Yeah. But we knew we wanted it for Pokemon because trying to share for that was going to be rough. So that's what caused us to for sure get a second Switch.
And now, when the new one comes out, I'll just get the new one, and it'll be fine.
Use the
And
L-box.
I'll say
we'll just
it's
have to hope for the best.
for the new one, and it's probably because I am.
No. The
a
League of
collector
Mass
at
has an
heart.
agent on
I
site.
hate money.
Well,
It's possible,
that's
but I can't
that's
promise
between you and your wallet.
Now.
But
enough talking.
now that I have a wireless
Let's press
headset,
on.
I'm going to go pour myself another beverage. But I can continue to talk the whole time.
Oh, that's pretty. Oh, wasting wood on a new phone. I needed a new phone. I didn't need a new phone, but I wanted a new phone. And so I got my new phone, and it's great. I love it. It's so nice. Boom!
I guess
It's
we're
so
doing
pretty.
this.
I
Does it have 2 screens?
don't give a fuck
No.
about 2 screens. I don't need 2 screens.
Oh, it's so great though. It's so great.
I'm not a bitch. Debatable. No, really, I'm not.
But yeah, no, my phone is great for emulator games. Let me tell you what.
Yeah, that might be a good idea. Oh man, he killed that thing. Holy crap. Just because I have played it before, but it's been a hot minute. It's been a hot minute since I've emulated Dragon Quest Warrior.
But it's genuinely, it's also not a very long game. So
Or
and it's turn-based. We could even do that in this series, Andrew.
oh, you're right. Damn.
Like it would be really, it's really easy to not pay attention to.
We could emulate a DS and do Joker, Dragon Quest Monsters, Joker, which is the newer one.
No, play the original.
Play the original first. Okay.
Yeah, it's genuinely not that long. I beat like 2/3 of that game on my honeymoon, which I played a fair amount, but like not that much. We were walking around, we were sightseeing and doing so much stuff, so I played on like planes and trains, but
Right,
I was
because
also
in Germany
playing
they
Pokemon.
actually have public transportation. Crazy.
Yeah, the trains were the first day. We definitely like one time we accidentally boarded a train without a ticket, and it was a long train ride. But it turns out that happens enough that they have a system in place for it. And then another time,
Do you just buy the ticket while you're on the train?
yeah. So there were two different times. One time we're pretty sure we were just basically hopping between stops. It was like a $2 train ride. And on that time, we realized we didn't have the ticket, but we were already on the train. And they do come around and check, but we were like, we're going to be off this train in 5 minutes. Like, if they check, we'll pay. But, like, at this point, we're already on the train. Let's just go. Because they don't... How it works is the train just comes and goes. And there are kiosks that have tickets.
Right.
But you can also... There's a phone app. And so my husband just had the app because he's the one that spoke German. And the app was in German,
Yeah, 'cause
mostly.
him and Jesse did German and all that stuff.
Yeah. That said, I was the one who pointed out, he was trying to figure out what something said, and I'm like, there is a British flag right there. You can be doing this in English.
Nice!
But, yeah, no, he, you just use the app and you pay and do all that stuff, and then if people, if they come by and scan your ticket, you just hold your phone that has a QR code. So for the short train rides, they don't always check, right? Because you may only be on the train for 5 minutes.
Oh, so
But-
I don't really care.
Well, they do. Like, we were definitely on one where they did have somebody walking around checking, but not usually. And then the other time, we got on and we realized, or Jaden realized that he had accidentally reserved seats, but which costs money to do because basically they have open seating areas and then they have like assigned seating. And the assigned seating are like your Hogwarts train cabins with the door that closes.
Oh,
and,
yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Man,
and we did that a few times.
public transportation is so foreign to Americans. Just-
But yeah, we, on at least one occasion, we realized we had only reserved tickets, and then the train left, and we still didn't have tickets, and because the train left and we didn't get it fast enough, our reservation was effectively canceled. And so we were just on this, and it was like a 2-hour ride. This was one of the times we were going like a couple hundred miles.
Jesus.
And so that time we were like, they will come check our ticket. We can't afford to not
have our ticket.
have this. And it turns out you go fly. There's people walking around and you basically just say, hey, I forgot, or what I accidentally, whatever, and you can just buy the ticket there.
I'm American. I'm stupid. What do?
And it just basically it was like because our reservation had been messed up, we ended up getting new seats, and so we had to move. But like, it's no big deal. We only did like one long train ride where we had. There was only one long train ride where we genuinely didn't have assigned seating. And it wasn't bad. It was when we went to Neuschwanstein, which was a lot of fun.
That's a mouthful.
But,
That was a mouthful.
It's the castle that the Disney castle's inspired after.
That's pretty cool.
It is. It's really neat. And it was a beautiful day. It was there. It was like just a little bit of snow. It was gorgeous. But
Let's
Um, that was also the one where we almost got stranded. Oh, this is a fun story. So This is great.
No.
No. No, this is good content, Andrew.
Is it though?
Um,
Is it though? I'm talking about video games, and we've talked about video games for like a whole 10 minutes, and most of it's just us bullshitting.
No. This is good. So what happened was we were at Neuschwanstein, and Neuschwanstein's a castle like on a mountain. So we had to take a train to the town that has the castle. Then we had to take a bus to basically go up the mountain, and then you have to walk the rest of the way up the mountain, and then you get to do the tour of the castle.
What's walking? I don't know what that is.
And it was a steep hill too. Like we were out of breath on the way up the damn hill. But we on the way back down, it was a little late, and we knew that the buses obviously don't run all night. And so at some point, I don't think we ate anything, or we had maybe eaten just a little bit ago. And we were like, okay, well, let's go grab a bus. And then as the bus, like, we were going to go to the stop, and my stomach started hurting, and I'm like, I need to go to the bathroom. I don't want to have bathroom problems while we're on, even if it was only a 15-minute bus ride. Like, I just don't want to have to deal with that in that situation.
Understandable.
And so I went to the bathroom, and it was not a great time. I was in there for like 20 minutes or whatever. And I finally came back out of the bathroom, and my husband was worried about me. And he's like, okay. I'm like, yeah, I'm okay. But, let's go catch the bus. And we saw a bus drive away as we were walking towards it. And we were like, oh, okay, whatever. Like, we'll probably have to stand around for a half an hour, but whatever. And then we remembered hearing about our friends who they did their honeymoon in Germany about 6 months prior.
Right, yep.
And they also talked about how they missed the last bus for the night for Neuschwanstein. And we were like, let's find a bus schedule. And they had talked about how they walked back to the town one over, because it was just a couple mile walk or whatever. And then because they missed the bus. So number one, we did realize we missed the train. We realized we missed the bus, and we realized that our friends who were in this situation, they had to walk the 3 miles or whatever to the next town with the train station, except they had their hotel there. They didn't. We had to go to the town and then catch a train. And we realized that we had to walk, and if we walked briskly the whole way to the next town over, we would probably beat the train to the station by 10 to 15 minutes.
Brisk walk, huh?
And in their situation, they were in like March or April. For us, it was November.
Very cold.
There was snow on the ground. And because Germany is so much further north latitude than us, the sun set at like 4.
Oh my fucking god.
And so we had to walk like 3 or 4 miles back to this other town. And
this hurts me.
My stomach did not get better, and I genuinely thought I was going to shit my pants the entire walk back.
Oh my god.
I am not kidding. We were in like the countryside for most of it, and I was like, genuinely like,
you're looking for a place to duck, man. You gotta find a bush.
Yeah. No, I was not even kidding. I was genuinely being like, I could climb that fence. That's just a field. It's dark. There's not that many cars.
You're right. This is content.
Yeah, I was like, and so we were walking back, and I was the most miserable I've ever been, and I was just like,
on your honeymoon, mind you.
On our honeymoon, and the entire time I was just like, I couldn't speak, and I was like checking my phone for Google Maps to see how close we were and if we were going to make it in time, and I was just like staring at the ground, and it was so cold. It wasn't like freezing, but it was like
cold.
below. It was like 25 degrees, and I was wearing a coat and jeans.
What am I doing? Is this just a circle? I'm so stupid.
There's stairs. Just keep going down.
Well, I'm trying to make sure I don't miss anything, and I'm just terrible at this game. Anyway, go on.
The only monster to miss is at the very bottom. But no, I kept, like, by the time we got there, like, I couldn't feel my thighs because it was so cold, and I was just wearing jeans. I didn't have, like, long underwear or anything. And then we did eventually get to the train station, and I was like, okay, we beat the train. Please find me another bathroom. I promise we won't miss the train. But, like, I'm gonna need another bathroom. And
I'm legitimately
uh,
about to shit my pants.
yeah, I was like, and Jaden knew this the entire time. He knew, but we were just determined. We needed to get back there, and yeah, no, and found a bathroom, and it was freezing. But the European, you usually have to pay to use public restrooms,
Yes.
but at the same time, they're very well kept, so like it was fine. But no, I was yeah, and then we got on the train, and I did start feeling better on the train ride back, but that was rough because we walked the however many miles back to this town, crossing random roads that like just doing our best to make sure we didn't get lost, and then we had to. You can use that thing to pull your old monsters out.
Yeah.
The safe spot.
I'm gonna make sure I don't miss anything because there was another way I could go up here.
But yeah, no, it was absolutely miserable, and
All right.
like we got back and I just collapsed, and yeah, but
That sounds, and I'm sorry for this, but that sounds shitty.
it was awful, and it was like not entirely my fault, but kind of just mostly my fault. Like I didn't know it was the last bus, and if we knew it was the last bus, we maybe would have like, you know, we didn't know, and we just didn't know how screwed we were.
Was it a public bus or did it like a Greyhound thing where you could have a restroom on it?
It probably had a restroom on it. Who knows if it would have been functional? Who knows? It was only like a 15-minute bus ride anyways. I didn't think it was going to be that bad. Like, I don't know. It was rough.
That does.
So
that's
yeah.
fucking funny though. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was like walking as fast as I physically could, literally clenching my ass and thighs the entire time. Like that. Yeah, it was a long evening. The castle was gorgeous, though.
Man,
we got some great pictures that day.
So, Dragon Quest monsters, because Dragon Warrior monsters, because you played that on your honeymoon.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, that's terrible.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this big bitch. I remember this guy.
Yeah.
This guy's just gonna die. It's not gonna matter too much.
We did so much walking on the honeymoon. So we were playing.
Right, because
played,
you know they actually walk everywhere. You played Pokemon Go,
well,
didn't you?
Yeah, we made sure that we had data roaming and played. Made sure we had international data roaming and played a shit ton of Pokemon Go, which never thought I'd be like doing that on the honeymoon, but it was so much fun. Like, because it made us just like, we're just gonna go walk around.
Yeah.
We're just gonna go, and there was like a community day while we were there, and so that whole afternoon, we just went and walked around Berlin, and found some really cool stuff by just walking around. We bumped into some other people that were also playing, and like they're still on my friends list in the game.
That's really cool.
And yeah, it was a great time.
Yeah.
We found while we were playing on multiple occasions, we found it was Christmas time, so we got Christmas markets, and we found some of those, and we found like a cool monument. We walked over to where they do Oktoberfest every year.
Oh yeah.
Because it's just a space that usually is just a big lot, basically.
Well, my uncle lives in Germany.
I would recommend doing basically our trip. I could probably cut off some stuff, but like the 4 places we went were awesome.
Yeah. It'd be pretty cool.
We did.
I was actually talking about it. I was talking about it with my wife yesterday. I was like, man, the world is in such a shitty place that I kind of just want to go live in Europe, and that's just what it's. This is where I want to be. Because, good lord.
Yeah, I would 100%. If you ever want to take a long vacation in Germany, or just a long vacation in Europe, Germany was an amazing place to do it. Most people spoke English. German isn't that crazy, and so it is reasonable to figure out the language. Like, you will begin to put 2 and 2 together and stuff like that. Christmas time was so much fun there. Like, it was they really do Christmas in a way that it was just such a blast. Like, open air wintertime Christmas markets with tons of regional snack foods and like we bought so many cool random souvenirs and things.
So what's really fun about this is one of my viewers from way back, Strategy in the chat, is actually a Brit. He lives in Florida now with his wife and kids, and he thinks this is hilarious because like
one of the we did a bunch
experienced
of
this firsthand and understands like a lot of people like all this other like public transportation and all these things. It's just like it's so funny because seeing Americans react to public transportation, I'm sure, is just like the funniest fucking thing in the world because we have none.
we did a few food tours while we were there, and one of them was with a lovely British couple that
We have a subway. Neat.
yeah. No, food tours also, I thought they were good when we did the vacation. Actually, where we got engaged was the other time we've done food tours. And Jaden was super excited for it. And I was like, I don't know, this sounds silly. I don't think this is going to be fun. But I am now a full-on fan. Like, food tours are amazing and such a cool experience.
Dude.
And
I want to do so many things with like food tours and stuff. Oh my god. Just
we
sounds
did
great.
in Vegas we did
Hey, look, make a reactor.
the ones we did in Vegas were like street food oriented,
Yeah,
and
that sounds like fun.
one of them was like
Watch
street
yourself
food.
here.
One of
This
them
area is
was
full of
fancy
wild
brunch and booze, and one of them was we did boozy breakfast, we did the street food, and then we did one that was just like normal-ish restaurants. And then in Germany we did one that was like Berlin classic German food. So there was like a schnitzel place, and there was a what else did we have on the street food one? We had
Mm.
no, that one was maybe the least memorable, but it was really cool. They were all amazing. We did one that was
I think it'd be really fun. I need to visit overseas. I mean, we want to take a trip to Japan eventually, just because.
Japan's on our list as well.
I mean, and with us paying off loans here pretty soon, luckily, I think might be sooner rather than later than we'll get to go. So I'm very excited about that because I really just want to go. I think it'd be
We actually might
a lot of fun.
be done with loans soon as well.
So I'm very excited about like actually using my money instead of just fucking throwing it away. Like, ugh. Yeah, that's a totally different topic for a different time, and a way that's way more exciting than than this.
We can go back to Dragon Warrior Monsters, but genuinely, Germany was a blast. And if you're ever considering Europe, I'm sure you would have an amazing time in so many different countries. But I could give you like specific cities to go to in Germany.
Because
And
my
it was-
wife is who she is, it would probably be France is where we'd probably go.
Psh, lame.
Yeah,
France is lame.
I agree, but it is what it is.
But our friends did their German honeymoon, but they did stop in Paris on their way back for like 2 days. But Germany, oh man, the food, the beer, oh man,
Yeah,
so much.
beer would be really good. I like beer. Beer is good. Beer is good. Beer is good. And stuff. No. Where's the hell is my little boy? Where's my little guy? Where's my little drumming guy? There he is. God, I was getting worried.
Oh,
I was getting
right,
worried
sorry,
about my
you're-
little drumming boy. Who else do I have?
But
oh yeah, I remember who else I have.
you had the shark wall, which you don't.
Ice boy.
Yeah,
That
the
ice
King
boy.
Topberry or Paleberry King.
Yep.
But yeah, you also had a bunch of random stuff that is not terribly interesting.
I was trying to get like mostly stuff that would be new to the.
Did you have the Blood Eye? You need the guy that can fly.
I grabbed him. Oh yeah, I had somebody with Smash too, right? I had the.
Yes, you had a Golem guy, I think.
Yeah, I did. Where is he at? There he is, right there. And then, because Drummond has like Zap, Fire, and Ice, and all that good stuff. And now it doesn't matter what I have; it can just be whatever I want it to be. I can do extra larges if I wanted, since I don't do.
Yeah,
too many
of the Maxima stuff, there is a large one you'll get in not too much longer, and that one will be great because you can replace, you could replace like Paleberry King or the Sphinx guy, and he's cool.
There.
And then there's another medium one you're gonna get. The Moomba you can switch into being either a small or a large. Both of them are really cool forms. And then the yeah, those are the main ones. The other ones are all like end game stuff. You should switch it up. You should do a stack where you use a medium thing and have your... It would mean you can't use the champion jewel, but it would be fun to mix it up.
Oh, that's not a bad idea, to be honest. We can go ahead and do that. We can do Moomba. And we can do probably Mel on top of Moomba.
Yeah, because you're not using... Or Ponini's the one you're not using, right?
Yeah, actually we'll do Drama, because I want to use Drama, because I'm a fucking sucker for anything Bahamut. Like, it doesn't matter. I'm just a bitch. Oh, I need another medium that I don't have very much levels on. I'll grab one. That's okay.
You're also about... Grab one, and you're also about to get one, a Maxima one soon.
Am I? Like, really
Big
soon?
Bridge. Big Bridge.
That's right after
Which-
I make a reactor.
I believe it is. I believe you literally finish this dungeon, cutscenes happen, and then you wander through the desert to Big Bridge, and you gotta do Big Bridge.
Okay.
And then Big Bridge is boring as hell, and you can just walk through it. There's like nothing interesting
Big Bridge
there.
is super boring.
Thematically, I love it, and I think it's really cool, but like it is a bad dungeon. It is not fun.
No, it's really not.
I guess since strategy might actually know the towns we went to in Germany, I'll real fast. We flew into Berlin and then immediately took the train to Nuremberg. And we went at Christmas time, so it was Nuremberg Christmas markets, and that's basically, we were only there for like 2 full days,
Oh yeah.
and all we did was wander around the Christmas markets and eat at a couple restaurants, and we didn't do any of the historical stuff because it's interesting, but we were mostly there for food and Christmas time. Then we did train up to Munich. We did Munich for a few days, which was a lot of fun. Then we went down to Rothenburg, which was amazing, and it's the place I would tell people to go because most people would know the cities. And then we came back down and did Berlin proper for a few days after that. But it was fun. The most fun thing too was we did eat a lot of German food, but we also made a point to mix it up and not eat German food every time. So we had Vietnamese in Berlin. We had Mexican food in Berlin, which was weird.
I've said it before. Sure.
It was good. It was not
So wait,
anything like a Mexican restaurant in the U.S.
was it a Mexican food or was it Spanish food? Right?
It was
It
Mexican.
Mexican food?
Only one way to burn
Mexican food.
All right, fair.
And it was not
Great.
and it was not authentic, but that's fine.
Okay.
And it was also not even... It wasn't authentic Americanized Mexican food either. It was fine. It was fine. But, like,
It was something.
yeah. Oh, you set up those other stacks. You didn't switch to them.
Oh, you're right. I didn't. I totally. Yep. All right. I'll do that.
But no, the Mexican place, like, I had a Long Island iced tea, and we had pulled pork nachos, which, like, great. And they were playing, like, you know, like, house EDM music the entire time. But, like,
Right.
whatever.
Sure.
But no, while we were there, we also had like we had really good Italian food a couple times. We had doner, which oh my god, doner. I miss that. That is, I need that back in my life.
These are words that I. Don't
Doner is so Germany has a really big Turkish population due to historical shenanigans. Somewhere soon, you're going to get a fight in this game that is nigh unwinnable at the time because it's like super powered cactars. But with your high levels, you should actually be able to catch them. But anyways, Doner, they have a huge Turkish population, and Doner is a style... You know how there's gyro is meat cooked on a spit, and
Yeah.
you have like a super high heat, and you get crispy bits, and you shave it off, and that's how it
Yeah.
works. Doner is the same thing. Gyro means spin in Greek. Doner means spin in Turkish, is how it was explained to us.
Oh,
Like, and then there's also
all right, fair.
there's a third. Well, Mexican cuisine also has it, and then there's another third one that I'm forgetting. That's the same exact thing. But, anyways, donor basically it's meat on a spit. They cook it, they shave it off, they roll it in a wrap or something along those lines, and shove it full of veggies and sauces and whatever. And it's quite good.
I like food.
Yeah.
Food tasty.
Anyways, amazing trip. We can talk about Dragon Warrior Monsters now. We can reminisce about that.
It's been a hot minute, and the thing I love about Dragon Warrior Monsters is it was a Pokemon game before. I'm pretty sure it was before Pokemon, but you might actually have to double check me so I don't look like an idiot. Because anyway, but they put that like same type of thing in their other games. So like Dragon Quest VIII had it in its game, and you could like use the monsters you caught to fight these other monster teams or whatever, and like special teams would have like special properties. So if you had all metal slimes, which was like one of the best teams, they would do extra damage also. Great game. Just awesome.
Pokemon, at the very least, in Japan, was 2.5 years before Dragon Warrior Monsters.
Really?
96 in Japan, 98 for Dragon Warrior Monsters. That said, I do not know what the Western release of Pokemon was. I'm looking that up now. In the Western release, actually, it's funny.
Well,
That wasn't so bad.
The Western release of Pokemon was 3 days after the Japan release of Dragon Warrior Monsters.
Interesting.
And then it came to the US, Dragon Warrior Monsters, 2 years after that, in the year 2000. But Dragon Warrior Monsters, I think the breeding system is a lot of fun.
Yeah, it is.
The idea that you can breed literally any monster you see.
No matter what. No restriction.
It's hard,
You make
and
a
it is
buck.
obtuse. Yeah, it is very obtuse, and you are not likely to actually know what you're doing without a guide. But you can do it.
No, that's the impossible. Never the mind.
I remember
Forget
playing
I
it
said
as a kid.
okay.
Because
Let's forgot.
I said like episode 0, I got into Final Fantasy and such because of my grandfather, and he just always had those games, like those niche ass RPG games. He doesn't play them now, but he played them back then. I don't really know why, but so anyway, he had it, so I played it, and didn't really understand what I was doing. Later on, played Dragon Quest VIII for after I played Final Fantasy X, and I got into JRPGs and such, and then like went back and played it because he still has his old gray Game Boy. It's in a box somewhere now, but he still had it. Went back and played it. God, it's so good.
I played because I had a friend in summer camp that had it, and
Well,
I believe it is the
I'm
first
gonna
and
listen them.
might be the only thing I've ever actually bought on eBay.
Really?
We bought a used. We couldn't find it at any local store, but I found it on eBay, and I was like, I would have been like 11 at the time, and like with my mom's help, we found it was like $4 or whatever on eBay.
Oh my God! What a steal!
Yeah, I don't even remember. It was, and it like did not have a box, did not have a manual. It was just the cart. But we bought it for a couple bucks.
That's crazy.
And I think we tried to buy it once and they never sent it, and then we found another copy and bought it and didn't get scammed.
Yeah, because $4. I mean, even if eBay didn't get you on that, like $4, who cares? It's $4.
Yeah. And then I played it with my friend in summer camp, and then I did the shittiest gaming thing I've ever done. We had a battle because you could do link cable.
Yeah,
each
yeah.
other.
Thanks, Pokemon.
And I said that we should battle, and whoever wins should take the other person's favorite monster.
You are
And-
you are terrible.
And I won, and I followed through.
Oh my God. What a savage beast you are. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That kid was probably not very happy, but
No, I very much doubt that.
that's the most alpha fucking move I've ever seen. Like, bitch, you're gonna give me your monster.
Those were the terms agreed upon in advance before the battle,
Hey, man.
and then I won.
Is what it is. Oh, hey, it's the bombing run. It's the bombing
Yup.
run. You got 15 minutes. Go, 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 go.
I have more context for this now.
Yeah, it's the bombing run.
I do think I'm gonna play FF7R soon.
I gotta play it though. You're supposed to give it to me
Oh, right, we were gonna load it to you. You don't own it.
because I don't want to buy it.
And for the record, you have more than enough time
Isn't this the
to do this. Like,
Yeah.
you can take your time.
Cause yeah, I let Jaden borrow Persona 5 Royal.
Okay.
Yeah, I totally forgot we were gonna load it to you. We were probably gonna give it to you the next time we were supposed to come over and play Xenoblade.
You know, and then the coronavirus stuff happened with you guys.
Yes, we had to self-isolate for a while.
Yep.
But we should pick back up Xenoblade soon.
We probably should. I was
We
actually
were
thinking
doing
about
that on Thursday too.
Yeah, and now we're here, which is kind of funny, actually.
we genuinely could pick it back because that said, if you decide to just move on to other things, I'm totally playing it this year.
I should
Xenoblade 2.
probably make a conscious effort to finish it, but
You're at least to the part now where you like the story is mostly being laid out for you, and
I don't. I wish the battle was just a little better.
I have been learning a lot about how to make certain things faster. for
God,
sure.
I wish the battle was a little better because it has all of the JRPG elements that I like. You know, it has the crazy ass story where you fight just insane shit. You got big anime titties. You got cool art. You got really cool context of world building. God, the battle system is rough.
It has a really high skill ceiling, though. I've been watching some videos recently. There's a YouTuber I watch that does basically just Xenoblade content, and after basically wrapping up their coverage of Definitive Edition, he's going back and revisiting Xenoblade 2 to talk about some more in-depth stuff, and he's kind of redoing some videos that he did early on in his YouTubing career where he wasn't quite as good. Like the videos weren't as high quality or whatever. But he has been covering some interesting stuff. Are you there?
Where? Well, what?
Oh, sorry. My stream shot, and I was having internet problems earlier today, so I was worried I lost internet.
I'm here. Yeah. Where am I going?
Uh,
I don't know where
anyways.
I'm going.
I have actually genuinely been learning some stuff about Xenoblade 2 recently that I did not know. And it is kind of bonkers. Like some of the effects that I was not aware of.
I really should. I really, really should. Because
You can absolutely do crazy damage. You have to make a conscious effort to like pick blades and commit to them. You have to make a conscious effort to like actually fill out their this is the fight that you should be able to win, but it will be
I knew that was
Yeah,
getting. I knew that was getting clipped. I'm sorry. I said big anime titties and Thunder clipped it. That's the whole reason why I did it. Anyway, okay.
but yeah, no, I have actually been learning about some battle mechanics that I did not know about, straight up.
Okay. Maybe I should watch a video and just be like, look.
Some of his videos
I'm gonna
he
stop
talks about.
sucking at this game now.
Well, and you also got far enough to they finally gave you all the tricks basically. Like it took a long time to make things like toppling easy.
I don't know if I can beat these guys.
What was their presumptunity? Was it evade?
They also like have like 40k HP, dude.
Yes. Yeah. They are different, so you should be able to capture both of them. One of them requires a crit.
Yeah.
One of them
That needs haste.
you have to give haste, yeah. Which you may not be able to do that, but the one that you need a crit, you should be able to use cross slash and do it enough times and it'll be fine. But you also might die.
I'll probably die.
It looks like you only have a
I landed a crit and he did not. he did
It
not.
looks like you only have the prism or whatever for one of them.
Oh, did I miss
You don't
it?
have the prism for both.
Requires
If you go back to the battle menu, it's going to be hard to do a few seconds behind, but look at the targeting, and one of them will have a little icon next to their name, and one of them won't.
Oh, crap.
That's the one that you can capture.
Crap, okay. Do I have
Well,
anything that
just-
does...
You probably do have an item that grants haste, especially since you're on a second playthrough. Yeah, and you have plenty of them, so just give one to the one that has the icon next to it. Yeah. And then just go to town trying to capture it.
This is gonna be terrible.
It's potentially going to be really rough.
This is gonna be very bad. Cause, yeah. It's gonna be hard
You
to do.
can't. I don't think you can stack haste.
You might be right.
So
Let's not,
so you might need to just improve. That said, if the haste wears off, just try again. And as long as the barrier doesn't go away, it should get better each time.
I'm also gonna X potion so that I can heal up. I
Yeah.
should maybe also put haste on one of my characters as well, so that I can try.
So you can
prison
prison
more.
to more. Yeah.
There we go. Okay. Anyway, yeah, I should make a conscious effort to do it because I just wish, like, if there was a fast forward maybe in the battle system, it might be a little better, and also the aggro of enemies.
They do throw a lot of things at you. You do have to definitely be aware that like there's going to be stuff walking around that you can't deal with.
Which is fine. Like, I don't mind if I can't deal with it, but like,
Oh, the thing went away, so you got to haste it again.
if
Yeah.
I'm fighting something, you know, pretty significantly far away, and all of a sudden it just fucking like aggroes to me, that's what really aggravates me. It's like all of a sudden,
Hey,
I'm
you
like,
got it.
ugh.
Now you
Uh-oh,
just got to beat the last guy.
1,000 damage.
But no, the definitely the biggest thing is you get tons of stacking damage stuff from
Right.
doing the
Yeah,
driver
you gotta
combos
do all the combo things and
and
such.
fusion
and-
combos and attack canceling. Now that you can arc cancel, that helps out a lot.
That's true. That does help.
Yeah,
But still, it is a slow game.
it is
real-
also
it-
just a slow game.
It takes a while to really ramp up, and it's
Yeah.
that in a game that I'm already gonna be investing a ton of hours in. I don't want the beginning to be that fucking slow. You know, it's just like, ugh. Gotta just keep hitting this button and do this combo, do this thing. I only have 2 characters. I'm getting hit by like 16 little fucking devil guys. Fuck.
You should consider using some stronger skills.
I don't have any stronger skills because these mirages are low level.
What about your stack abilities?
Yeah, the mirages are too low of a level. They're only like
You're
level-
barely outpacing his regen.
Yep.
Like, you're gonna have to change some things up. You could also see if you could use a giant spellstone.
Yeah, I'm using low level mirages because my guys are like almost 65.
True.
Can I use a champion?
You have a meteor skill. You could also use a champion.
Sure, I'll use a champion. I'll use a Tifa real quick. She uses Final Heaven, which is her overdrive, or not overdrive. They call it a limit break.
Yeah, whatever.
It's the same concept. How much damage does that do? That did a lot.
Yeah.
All
And you
right.
just got to build up gauge, and you can do. All right, you can just do it again.
This one bypasses defense. Let's do that.
So does Tifa. I think almost every champion medal bypasses one of the 2 defenses.
I should have gone back and gone lightning and squall as well. It's a warrior of light. How much damage does he do? All right, 9k. Okay, that's pretty good. All right, we're getting there. We're getting there, boys and girls and everybody else. Shouldn't try to solo people out, you know.
Guys, gals, and non-binary pals.
There you go. I like that. That's really good. I actually haven't heard that before.
There's a food YouTuber that I watch that always signs off with that.
That's really
He's
good.
great.
Just like we sign off with subscribe to our Patreon to get our OnlyFans account.
Yes.
Because that's totally original and totally something that we made up on the spot. How the hell am I going to beat this big boy?
Why aren't you using? You have Meteor.
Oh, you're right, I do.
You just need more MP. You need more AP or whatever it's called.
We'll just do Final Heaven again. It's another 8K, right?
Yeah.
What's 8K among friends? I don't know what that means. That's funny. So yeah, anyway. Gamescom today. Dragon Age. That's a cool announcement to just drop on people.
Well, no, it was announced like 2 years ago.
Was it really?
Yeah, it was announced it's been announced for a really long time, but there was literally nothing. It was like a single piece of artwork.
Hey, we're working on Dragon Age. This is gonna be a thing in the future. Be ready.
Yeah, that was all that they said.
I mean, from what they talked about, as long as the gameplay looks good, I'll probably play it. It looks...
Dragon Age?
Yeah, I
The
played...
the story will confuse you.
I don't care about that. I played the first one or the second one. I can't remember which.
Origins is the first one.
I played one of them, and it literally...
Second one, probably not. That one didn't... Maybe you did, but that one got a lot less traction.
It really turned me off of the game because it just froze and crashed my PS3. Like, all
early BioWare games were really buggy.
And
that
so
said,
I
I
could-
played them all on PC, so a crash wasn't quite as big of a deal.
I could only get so far, and eventually, I liked the combat, and I did all the stuff. And the game, it was fun gameplay, but it crashed so much, it put such a bad taste in my mouth that I was just like, I don't want to play these games. And so every other one that came out, I was like, that's cool. I'm still not gonna play it.
I wouldn't. I would say they would be worth revisiting someday.
I mean, I can get Inquisition for pretty cheap, can I?
You can get all of them for. I mean, the early BioWare games are dirt cheap, and you don't have to do Origin at all. You can get Dragon Age 1 and 2 on PC for very little money. And then they have a really good online... You can basically build a save file to transfer between consoles. Where it basically just asks you what you did at every major decision point, every relevant one.
Oh, really?
And it also lets you just build them. You don't even have to have actually played the game, right? You can also just build yourself a new save file
He's
for
dead
the
after this
purposes.
hit.
You can build a save file for the specific purposes of just having a new experience with Inquisition.
91,000 experience for that. That's a lot.
Buddy, now go level up all your Mirages.
Holy.
I told you this is the first time through. That fight is effectively impossible.
But I caught it, and I already had it. But he has a mustache, so it's fine.
Yeah, Dragon Age 1 and 2, and 1, if you know what you're doing, doesn't take all that long unless you try to do everything. And Dragon Age 2 is also not a very long game. And Dragon Age 3, that one can be a very long game. There's a lot to do in that one.
Really?
1 and 2 have a very good amount of content, but Dragon Age 3 is the longest by a mile.
Interesting.
Dragon Age 2 also has some really weird developmental quirks where they very clearly are reusing dungeons over and over and over again.
Oh, they're
Sometimes-
kind of like copy pasting in a sense.
Yeah, literally they'll block different doors different times, but it is very obviously the same place every time.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it's that I believe that game was rushed out, and it's still a great game, but it
Man,
shows.
BioWare and Russian games, that's Kind of nuts, huh?
Dragon Age 2 though was the one that introduced the like force magic, which is like okay, so you want to go before you do anything else, check the two thingies top and bottom.
All right, let's go to 35.
Do the one that's easier to get to.
35 is pretty easy to get to.
What's the other one like level wise?
It's not. It doesn't tell me anything.
Oh. Okay.
Getting to 35 won't be that hard.
No, you'll get that. It has a skill called Moomba Moomba.
Moomba Moomba. And counter, which is actually kind of nice.
Mhm. I mean, and also use those empty spaces and give them...
Yep.
You should have a ton of those jewels.
I got quite a few.
Yeah. Place whatever you want. You can make some really good stack abilities with this stuff.
What does Moomba Moomba do? Damn,
I actually
chance of
don't remember.
death? That's actually kind of crazy. Can I increase my death chance with that?
No.
Because that's pretty nuts.
You cannot.
Aww, why not? We'll do Abyssal Seed because that sounds pretty good. Anyway.
Yeah, no. Yeah, Dragon Age Inquisition is a lot of fun. And really good character customization. Dragon Age 2, that was when I was saying Dragon Age 2 has force magic, which is like increasing gravity on people and pushing them around and stuff, as opposed to just like fire, ice, lightning. It's a little bit more interesting than that.
Forgot water. Scrub. Yeah. I liked the combat when I played the 1, and just it sucks that a game like that gets
Dragon
ruined
Age
because of
2 and 3. Dragon Age 1 also had friendly fire on magic, and all magic was AoE,
oh god.
and it was very bad. I mean, genuinely, the only mage I actually consistently used was the one who mostly does healing stuff. And I played a rogue, which is also do not play a rogue in Dragon Age 1. Oh my god,
Really?
don't do it. They're genuinely just bad. Archers in particular are boring to play and very bad.
Yeah, it seems like games used to do that. Like, straight up, like, you looked at a guide because you didn't want to play the shit class.
Yeah, no, rogue... Sorry, there's dual blade rogue, and they're okay. Even though I didn't use... No, I used one of the ones that was in my party.
Cube?
But yeah, in Dragon Age 1, I used 2 different warriors, and then I was an archer rogue, and then I had a healing mage mostly.
But here's the thing, though. If I'm going to play Dragon Quest, I should just play Mass Effect, to be quite honest with you.
You mean Dragon Age, but also yes.
Oh, I said
You
Dragon
said Dragon
Quest,
Quest.
didn't I? Yeah, well, I love
Mass
Dragon
Effect, I would say yes. I would say that's more important for you to play than...
If I'm just going to
Dragon
play
Age.
Dragon Age, yeah, I should just play Mass Effect.
Yeah. And Mass Effect 1 is buggy, and you're just going to have to know that. Is the timer still going?
No.
you stopped it.
I stopped the timer a while back.
Okay. Are you done?
I don't know where
now?
I'm going now.
You should have an objective on your map. Should have a star somewhere. Now for the real mission, reactor prepare to be rocked. I don't know.
I don't know. Anyway.
But
We'll find
yeah,
it.
no, Mass
It'll be
Effect is
fine.
better in that sense. Mass Effect 1 is really buggy, but it does some really, really cool stuff, and the story is still really good, so it's worth playing anyways.
And like Andromeda goes on sale for like $8, and I played it over at Dusty's one time, and it's like, you know what? The combat of Andromeda seems pretty good. Like doing all these,
Andromeda
like,
fine. It was a lot of the other things that were problems.
yeah, like the combat seemed really, really good. It seemed really super
Combat
solid.
I complained about ME3, but the combat in ME3 is tight. It is very good.
Really?
ME1, the sci-fi wizard class is stupid powerful. ME1 was the one I accidentally skipped through. I didn't know what I was doing, and I accidentally skipped
I
through.
like doing the wizard class because it's fun to blow shit up.
Yeah, this one it's all gravity, so you like create mini black holes and you throw people and
Oh
stuff.
my god, that sounds like it should be right up my alley.
There is a hybrid wizard soldier class that in 1 it's not very good, but in 2 you can change your class. And I played, it's called the Vanguard, and the main skill on that one is like the skill it has is like basically you warp into a fight and you do AoE damage when you warp in, and then
it's Vivi and the Mako reactor.
Is shotguns. So you warp in, you blast people in the face with the shotgun,
And then you poof
and
back
then you
out.
like warp out, and then yeah, it's a ton of
Dude,
fun.
I'm all about that.
That is only you can only do that in 2. In 1, they didn't have that skill yet, but it's in 2 and 3.
That sounds great.
In 1, you probably just want to go pure magic mage.
Magic, yeah.
The thing that was cool about like I said, I accidentally skipped through the character creation and I just did
Do you
pure
think they're
warrior,
mirages?
pure, and what it was just guns. But the different classes in the game have different guns that they are and are not allowed to use. And
Oh, you're restricted.
yes, there's snipers, shotguns, SMGs, and pistols. The soldier is the only one that can use all 4, which was
Oh.
cool.
That's kind of
Whereas if you do the mage, you get pistols and I think SMGs.
I'm okay with that.
And it's a cool way to do
The
it.
games do.
It
Sound
made
fun.
soldier actually interesting.
And I
ME1
I own
and
them.
also
I own them on PS3, but it's probably best to just re-buy them on PC.
especially since they released 3 on Steam and not on Origin, and also because it's a shooting game ultimately, so a mouse is better in my opinion.
Does it play really well on mouse and keyboard?
Oh yeah,
Because it was
oh, yeah.
made for controller.
Yeah, Jaden has played all of them on console, and then I played them all on PC, and he's played through them 2 or 3 times.
Damn.
He's played through actually probably more than that.
That's actually crazy.
Yeah.
I know.
But
he's
when
played
to play Mass Effect
Yeah.
in general, or
that. I didn't know he's played that one that many times.
yes, and then but when at a certain point, like a year or 2 ago, he was really getting the itch to play Mass Effect again, but he didn't really know. He's played it so many times, he didn't know what he was going to do. And he's like, "Well, I want to play a new." He's like, "I want to play a new class, but I've played basically all of them." Yada yada. And I was like,
And
"Why don't you just use Steam Family Sharing and play on PC since you've never done that before?"
Oh, that's a good idea.
And he was like, "Oh, that's a great idea." And so he played through them all on PC and really had a good time.
Yeah.
It was a really great way to mix it up without actually mixing it up that much. Gave him an excuse to play the class he already knew how to play.
And then you get to play on controller or mouse and keyboard instead of controller.
Yep.
Yeah, I should look for them like maybe on a summer sale or the winter sale or whatever. It
I
comes
mean,
up.
crap, man, I'll just buy them for only like $20.
I think they're like $10 a piece.
Also, you might be able to family share my copies.
Oh,
1 and 2, anyways.
that'd be kind of cool, actually.
I thought I convinced you to buy a 1 and 2 sometime for like $15.
No, I have them on PS3, so I never bought them again. Or
No,
have
I
them
thought
on-
I kind of think I had you buy them on PC. I'm not sure, but I thought I
You can
convinced
look.
you
You
to.
can check if we share the game on Steam.
Yeah, I'll look at that here in a sec.
Because, yeah, you can, like... I forget how you do it, but you can absolutely check if we have, like, the same game. You can check if we share the game.
What an idea!
Oh, my goodness. It's only 8
no
o'clock?
kidding.
Man,
By the way,
that's great. I
could
feel like
this
this
be that
day,
Cradle
kinda
of
took
Moth's
forever,
light that has
because
the
work has
key
been
of
such
Earth?
a bitch.
You
And
need
now it's
this key here?
actually
Dude,
going slow while we're
It's the
having fun,
second
which usually is not the
Ask and
case.
you shall receive.
Usually it takes forever. Or usually it goes by really fast instead of taking forever. Yeah, Mass Effect is a game I need to play.
My work days have been really slow ever since my project got delayed, just because I don't have a ton of direction on what I should be doing at any given time. But
What a weird time we're in as well.
It's fine.
It's kind of crazy. I mean, we'll be working from home for probably the next year.
I'm working from home. Our company committed to the rest of this year for sure, and at most soft open through the school year because they know that that's going to be what a lot of parents need.
Yep. So, we'll see.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Big Bridge. You were right. We are going to Big Bridge. Cool.
But yeah, no, you should play Mass Effect. They're a blast.
I need to finish.
You should do.
I need to finish Xenoblade. We need.
Yeah, you should finish Xenoblade so that you can do Mass Effect.
Well, I need to finish Xenoblade. I need to finish Final Fantasy VI because I haven't finished it yet. And then I have Final Fantasy 9 and 12. And then I could do Mass Effect.
You could do Mass Effect before that.
I could probably do Mass Effect in between just to get a break.
That said, all of those games are pretty long, especially if you actually get invested in like talk to everyone
Well-
and do all the side quests.
Oh, for Mass Effect games?
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd go that far.
Doing all the side quests is probably a little too much, and I went overboard on one, but because there's also like mining and resources that you get, and you want to do some of that because Mass Effect 2, if you don't do at least some of the material farming stuff, people in your party will die at the end of the game.
Interesting.
Yeah, there's some stuff. If you ever do Mass Effect 2 is the one where you can mess up in the final mission, and you can lose half of it, your party. And Mass Effect 2's there's like 12 squad mates.
Holy shit balls.
You technically you would have to try, but it is possible to kill everybody in Mass Effect 2.
Murder run.
It would not. It would require a little bit of intentional sabotage to actually kill everybody, but
I won't do that. That's rude. Whoops, I hit the wrong button again.
Touch.
I was gonna say something else. I can't remember what it was.
especially because the characters come back from game to game.
I mean, I want to complete stuff, but things just like come up all the time. Like I want to do. I should really go back and finish some of the stuff in Persona 5, the first one, because I never fought the
See you
twins.
soon.
I beat the game and then never touched New Game Plus when I should have. I should just go back and like fight the twins and do all that stuff, but I never did. And then I beat Royal 100%, and you don't fight the twins in that one that I know of, or you might. Shit, I don't know.
If you platted it, you probably did
no,
everything.
Persona 5 Royal, you don't fight the twins to plat it. So
Oh, okay.
in Persona 5, you do fight the twins to plat it. So, God, yeah, I love P5. Holy crap! It's
Yeah,
such a
this
great game.
weekend I'm going to be. I'm going to play a little bit more of the indie games. I've been watching Jaden play Last of Us 2. But yeah, I'm working on Manifold Garden right now. I'd like to get close to finishing that this weekend. I have what else? Well, I also bought Raji, and I also bought Spiritfarer. I think though, so my birthday is coming up, and because of some recent changes, I have some extra PTO. So I think the weekend before my birthday, because it's a Wednesday this year, I'm going to just indulge myself and play. Like I'm going to take a long weekend, and I'm going to play Thousand Year Door again because it's been a few years.
You in that
It'll
game.
be-
Luckily, that game really doesn't take that long. You could beat it.
No,
in a
it's like a 24-hour game.
Yeah, you could beat it in a weekend pretty easily.
Yeah. But yeah,
So-
I'm gonna do that, and it'll be like a. I might slightly mix up how I do the run, but yeah, it's not a terribly hard game. It is not I don't know. It's fun. It'll be my 7th time through the game.
Holy God. I only played Final Fantasy X like 6 times.
Well, but Final Fantasy X is 4 times as long.
All right, hold on. I actually have to think about how many times I've played Final Fantasy X. I actually have to worry about it. My original time. If you don't count how many times I started over twice when I was little, and then finally beat it, and then I beat it again, and then it was really fun. I beat it with a Game Shark because we had one, and I beat everything I owned for the most part, and then it's like, well, we got a Game Shark, so I'm gonna play it with that and see what happens. I don't really count the run. I count it as a super speed run because I actually just went to the final boss and just went, nah, and it died. That's fun. I think I've played Final Fantasy X 5 times.
Thousand Year Door, it's been
Yeah.
6. And then I've also watched Jaden play it. And I also watched. I think I made a friend of mine in college play, but I don't know. I can't remember if he ever finished it.
I played it though. You didn't watch me play. I played it.
No, I didn't. Yeah, you did, but I didn't watch. And then
It's pretty good.
it's a good time, is what it is.
It's pretty good. It's pretty short, like 30 hours
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah, it's like if you don't know what you're doing, it can take you a little while. For me, knowing exactly what I'm doing, I'm not going to bother with any side quests other than the optional party member. and I'm just gonna blast through it.
That's the
Like,
only story. That's the only story I did. The side quest I did as well was the optional party member.
yeah, the last time I played, the big thing I did was the optional party member. I had never really used her,
Mhm.
but the most recent time I played, I made a point to use her as much as possible, and that was a lot of fun. And this time around, I would probably mostly invest in badge points and flower points and keep my health really low the whole game.
Interesting. Try and do it like a little like a
Yeah, some people do
improvised
pure.
difficulty.
Some people do a pure badge point run. I think it's a little too extreme because in the end game it means there's a lot of things that can one shot you,
Yes.
and I just don't want to deal with that.
Yeah, that sounds.
So
terrible.
I'd probably bump my health once or twice, and I'd also give myself a bunch of the flower points, which is like the mana system.
Mhm.
That way I can cast more cool skills and things.
Yeah.
But then otherwise, almost entirely just do badge points. So I think it'd be a lot of fun.
It's definitely a game people probably should play.
Yeah. And like I said, because I've played it so many times, like this is why it's a gift to myself on my birthday, is to indulge myself in my favorite game.
It's
Take
off
some
to the
time
west,
off.
right?
My
Indulge.
first colossal crossing. This is gonna be colossal.
I have been doing a lot of replays though recently, which has been fun. I had to take a bit of a break. I started Octopath Traveler. I don't know if I'm going to finish my replay of that.
That
We'll
actually
see.
reminds me of what I was talking about before we got kind of crazy into it. I want to finish Final Fantasy VI because I got halfway through and then we stopped streaming it because other games come up. And as Thunder pointed out, I wanted to do all the in-game stuff of Persona 5 and just shit. Other games come up and streaming
that thing
comes
over
up
there
and
is
when I do other
gotta be
stuff, like as soon as I get done with the game, something else
That
comes
is
out and blah
one
blah.
big
You know the whole drill.
bridge.
But
Well, you sure
but,
can't say it doesn't live up
Final
to the
Fantasy
name.
9 and Final Fantasy 12 that I do want to play and finish. Number one, I need to just try and stop 100%ing stuff because I just get tired of it. Unless I really, really, really love the game, I just need to stop trying it. But also,
Yeah.
9 and 12 have fast forward, so it won't be nearly as long because literally I can fast forward and do like 2 times in terms of the battle speed, or in Final Fantasy 12's case, like 4 times. I finished the game, you motherfucker. I just don't do the 100%, you bitch. Sorry.
I'm still shocked you haven't taken more interest in Octopath since it's a Square game.
I should, but I'd have to buy it. And then I don't.
Or I have a physical copy.
That's true. That's true. That's true. That's true. We'll see. We need to get through this other stuff first. And
Yeah, and you got to do it
soon.
FF7R, and you got to do.
Oh yeah, I gotta do 7R, and then Godfall and like PS5 stuff is coming out. All that shit's coming out. Instead of playing games while we've been in quarantine, I got into Smite like a fucking idiot, and I play that.
Just stop. Like you should just at this point not be done. Just
I can't.
cold
I
turkey.
can't because I've made friends who play the game, and they want me to play the game, and I want to play the game with them, and now I'm stuck.
Only there was another multiplayer game you could play with your friends.
Yeah, but the game's fun. I like killing people. Go boom.
I also plan on playing some Fall Guys this weekend.
I'm in this hellhole of death. I'm just in this fuck trap of MOBAs, and like that's just. I hate myself for it, but I love the game. Oh, and I started
Like I said-
Diablo today because
that's stop.
because some of my Smite friends were playing it, and
Hang on to your tidy white chocolate.
I just love Diablo.
Right.
My
Ready when you
goodness.
are.
This is like
Thanks, Aiko.
even Thunder knows because I used to stream Diablo a lot too, and he's just yelling at me.
Instead, don't stream Smite. Stream Fall Guys. You'll get random people showing up in your stream that way. Jeez.
I love Diablo so much. And I have friends to play with now because the Smite people who were playing Diablo, and it's like, oh, dude, playing with friends is a totally different experience. A lot of fun. Yes, I know I'm playing games that require hours of grinding. Let's not talk about it.
Also, your Merc Rift is coming up. It's
Okay.
going to be on the left side. near the top, and I think they said they believe it's the second segment
Okay.
of the bridge, but I don't know if this first little area counts.
Okay.
But just basically check the left side. It's at the top. You shouldn't miss it if you do that.
Okay, that sounds good. Like, yeah, I really should finish games, and I really should try to, and maybe I'll make more of a conscious effort to stream other games besides Smite and Fall Guys and Diablo and such. Because then that might push me to actually finish them. I mean, we'll be working from home for a while, so I'll still have a good amount of time. Even when PS5 releases, it's still 2.5 months away. The only game coming up on my list that I'm going to buy is the new Tony Hawk. That comes out. That comes out next week. That game's not super long. I'll play it. I'll beat the story mode. I'll do all that stuff. I probably won't plat it, but unless it's super easy.
You okay, Rain?
But like,
A friend
that's
of
not
mine
going to
used
take a
go
ton
to
of my
school way
time to
up on a
do.
hill, and it would close down even at the slightest hint of snow.
And I love that game. That game's great.
So why is that? Because the only thing worse.
I mean,
than
it's Tony
climbing
Hawk
a
Pro
slippery
Skater
hill
1 and
is
2, so
trying
it'll
to come
be
back
a
down.
decent amount of content.
Anyway,
I can't wait for that
She's
game.
so
You never played the
upset
Tony
we
Hawk
moved
games, right?
beyond Trivia.
Is this it right over here? Up to the.
I have played them.
You don't have the attachment though, because I mean they were on N64.
I never had them on N64 for sure.
And I had the first one on N64, and then I had the second one on PlayStation. Level 40. Huh?
Yeah, that's probably the right one.
What is it?
Just be careful you don't accidentally kill it.
I won't hold back.
Whoa!
Let's do this.
What is that guy?
The Devil Wolf.
He's cool as hell.
He has no transfix. That's his only form, but he's pretty good.
Inflict Berserk.
You should have items for that.
I sure fucking hope so.
Worst case scenario for it's the War Gong. It's right there. It can fail, but like he's weak to it. Also remember, worst case they will show up in the Coliseum and you can get him there.
Oh yeah, that's right. I only have a couple of these. Are you fucking on me right now, game? Oh my god.
All right, go to town. Imprison is what I mean by that.
Here we go. Well, I have to unstack because, and here's why. One
He's
of them
gonna keep
has
attacking?
One of them has counter, and if I counter and kill him, I'm gonna be pissed.
Oh. Yeah, true.
Oh my god, I thought I was gonna just get it there. Come on now. Come on now. Come on, you little mother. Anyway, sorry. Yeah,
No, I'm invested in this now too.
I love Tony Hawk, and so it'll be a fun game to play with, like, modern updates and such, and, like, it'll, you know, multiplayer online and all that, like, it's getting the cool treatment of, a nowadays. Oh, shit. She died.
You should have more than enough Phoenix items.
Oh yeah, I got plenty of these. It'll be really fun to play. Jeez Louise, he does hit hard with that, freaking Berserk going though, that's for freaking sure. Good lord, he's a kind of an ass. So I'm excited, and I doubt we'll get, Spider-Man in Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2, but I want him, and it would be awesome. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, you. You. Dirty bitch. Oh, I thought that was it! We are invested in this now. Like, this is the content for the next couple minutes because I am going to be so angry. We missed 2 freaking Berserk chances. And then also we missed capturing him. Oh god. We're gonna make a potion because I'm a little pleb. Come on, get in the ball. Get in the ball. You stupid. You stupid mother.
I have no words. I'm just watching. 'cause
No!
I want...
No! Oh no! It went away.
Do you have... The Wargong's the only thing that does it. I assume you don't have a Berserk skill. There is no other one. It's just the Wargong. Do you have another skill?
No.
Do you have...
No.
Did you save when you entered this dungeon?
No.
And just kill it and do the Colosseum. Just go back to the beginning of the dungeon
I
or whatever.
think I saved. But
I
just
have
kill
not
it.
been paying attention, so I don't actually know.
I'll just kill it. How much HP does it have? Not a lot. Okay. That's so unfortunate. Dang it. Oh well. This is, it happens to the best of us. I think. Oh, whoops.
And in the Colosseum, you can take in something that has... You can take in one of the Flan Princesses or whatever, the things that can apply Berserk, so you don't have to use items.
Oh, also just go buy some stuff, because I have a bunch
true.
I have a bunch of money, so it's not like I'm too worried about it. Ooh, my dog's barking. I can hear it from in here. That's kind of crazy. Damn it, I'm mad now. I went into like pure rage right there instead of like thinking about the content. It's just like, son of a bitch. You stupid little motherfucker. We could replace Gilgamesh with him though, so it'd actually be pretty useful. Do you get experience for killing stuff at the Colosseum?
No.
Fuck. I need a way to grind experience because we're not getting into random battles. And I don't really know why we're not getting into random battles.
I'm trying to remember what... You might have a... I mean, you can always apply a charm to make yourself battle more, but like... you're strong enough that you can beat all the story stuff, so don't worry too much.
Well, I know. But still, I want to kill stuff. I want to get my little babies stronger. That's what you're supposed to do with Pokemon, right? Is you get them stronger. How do I do stuff? There we go. This is not faster, by the way. This is still just as slow.
You should have... You should be able to ride. I don't know if you have other things.
Riding stuff, I don't think makes it any faster. This is
well, it does, but I don't think that thing does.
The Marlboro?
I don't know what else you can
This
ride.
is a Marlboro. How dare you?
I hope there was a gate at the beginning.
There it is right here.
Yeah, you should be able to jump straight to the Colosseum now.
Oops. Beep, 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 beep. Okay. I believe I saved, but... Oh well. We'll just go do it real quick. I need to go find Chocobocolina. She's great. Oh, so, when do we have word on when Haven's coming out? Because that is another game that I have to play. Because it just says, like, soon.
2020.
Yeah, it still says 2020, which is unfortunate because...
Well, okay, but that was an interview that also said February to June, so it was probably pre...
COVID.
Yeah. Steam still says this year.
I mean, there was a thing recently that said it would be this year.
I mean, Steam still says formally this year.
Oh, man, I want to play it.
So.
God damn. When the hell is it coming
Yes.
out?
Welcome.
Chocobocolina.
You should end the stream just by watching that intro cinematic, just because it's so amazing.
It is very good. Berserk Seed.
That's the skill
I have
that
those.
makes you can put in an empty slot on your skill tree for your mirages.
Yep. Man, I don't have very much money apparently.
You've got 84,000.
Well, some of those
Those
things,
seeds are really expensive.
Some of those things cost 50,000. Yeah, we don't have that much money. Apparently, I guess how Mega Elixirs. Oh damn! But yeah, I really want that game because I want to play it with my wife, and it just looks great. It just looks like such a unique experience that and the aesthetic is gorgeous,
Oh yeah.
and the what was it? The intro is just freaking awesome.
It's insane, yeah.
Like that game is gonna be super cool. I just would like a release date. But it is what it is. I mean, a lot of things have been delayed and such, and we can't do anything about it. But teleport stone. I'm so dumb. I forgot about all those items in this game. Oh my goodness. Alright, now we can go to the Coliseum.
Going to the
I love the Tonberry's voice as well. Tonberries are such a
This
cool
way.
thing, and then they gave this guy a voice that's like perfect for a Tonberry. So I love Tonberries. But we'll be wrapping up here pretty soon. We've been going for almost 2 hours, so we can probably kind of finish with. What are you watching right now? What's your
Can you?
what's your dinner of choice, or your dinner show of choice?
Oh, we're watching Korra right now.
Yeah, we are too.
We were watching Taskmaster, but we're taking a break to watch Korra.
So what is Taskmaster? You guys talk about this. I don't know what it is.
Oh man,
What is it?
You and Caitlin need to watch it. So, Taskmaster is, imagine as a framework, start with Whose Line, except instead of all of the games being improv based and live in front of an audience, they all happened a few months ago and were pre-recorded, and then
let's begin.
all the comedians and the host are watching basically edited highlights of completing those tasks and then being assigned the score in the moment per episode. And so they're just like reacting to their previous what am I trying to say? They're reacting to and getting scored on their previous attempts at these tasks.
Okay.
And the host hasn't seen any of it. He has a co-host who is the one who is present for all of the task completion. But what it is it's five. It'll be like 5 British comedians, and the co-host, who's actually the creator of the show, is one of the people that helps come up with tasks. And they will assign everybody these tasks, and they'll say something along the lines of, so some tasks they've had are like, in the first episode, there's one where they just say, in this other room, go to this other room, and when you open the door, you have 1 minute to eat as much watermelon as you can.
Okay.
And that's the whole task. But then sometimes it's more complicated stuff, like there was one that's like, let me look up. They're all on YouTube, so that's the really nice thing. Is it's all just on YouTube. There's tons of them. Let me find a better list of. There was one in the first episode that was, they all had to paint a picture of a horse while riding a horse.
Paint a picture of a horse while
Yeah.
riding a horse.
Yes, they were given a horse to paint, a horse to ride, and painting supplies, but then told, get on the back of this horse and then paint this other horse while riding the first horse. Or, let's see. They were present. The other one in the first episode is they're presented with a bathtub full of water that's just freestanding, like in the yard of this house, and they're told, empty the bathtub of water. Your time starts now. And most of the tasks take place inside of a particular. There's basically a house,
Okay.
and the house has like it has a lot of just like normal stuff in it. And they are basically like they can run around the house and do whatever they want. But basically it's like, here's a task, do it. And then scoring is usually time based, or it is something like do something the most amount of times or whatever, right? Like, what are some other? I see that you caught the Devil Wolf.
Yeah, I got him.
What are some other interesting tasks? Let's find.
So it's kind of like a gamey.
Yeah,
type
but
show.
all the games already happened. They were already pre-recorded, and you're watching highlight reel.
Okay.
Oh, one of them was like they received the task, and it basically says you need to go over here, but whoever takes the least amount of steps wins. And you have 5. It was yeah, that's what it was. There was like a microwave 100 yards away, and they were told the microwave will go off in 5 minutes. You need to go turn off the microwave before it stops, but you have to take the least amount of steps possible. And so, like, one guy gets on his side and rolls most of the way there.
Because it's not steps.
Because it's not steps. And, yeah, people will cheat and people will get creative. And then sometimes it'll be more vague, like, you know, they'll say, here's a camera, you have 1 hour to make the best music video that you can, or whatever. But the episodes are like 45 minutes long, and it is just an absolute blast to watch them. Like, I don't know how to say it any other way. It is just fun.
All right, maybe
They will have you rolling on the floor.
Maybe that'd be our dinner show or our go to bed show, something like lighthearted to watch. Because right now we watch Korra before we go to bed. Why we eat dinner before we go to bed typically. So that's kind of just what we do. Because we finished the last Airbender.
Yeah, finish Korra, but then this one is like, and there are currently 8 series because it's British. They call them series instead of seasons.
Netflix.
It's on YouTube.
It's on YouTube. Okay.
Yep. And you have fancy YouTube, so you shouldn't even have ads.
Yep.
But yeah, no, they will be asked to do very normal things or very silly things or very difficult things, whatever. And sometimes they have prep time, and sometimes there are some tasks where it'll be like, there was one where it was cook a meal with an ingredient for every letter of the alphabet. And they had time to list off all their ingredients, and then they were told, you know, we'll go buy all the stuff that you ask for, and then you have 20 minutes to cook the meal with said ingredients, for example.
That sounds terrible.
So there's some. Oh yeah, no, it gets insane. It's quite a lot of fun.
That sounds terrible.
Yeah.
I mean, it sounds. I mean, everybody else seems to enjoy it. Like, you, Max, and Kenny all seem to like really love it. So we'll try it out. I'm sure it'll be pretty funny.
It's a blast. I made my mother watch it this past weekend, and she was laughing quite a bit the first episode too.
That's great. I think after we finish Korra, we'll probably do that. And there's the volleyball anime that she wants to watch. She said it looks interesting. Yeah. We actually have never watched it, and she said it looks good.
It's supposed to be really good.
So we're gonna probably watch that as well. Because, yeah, sure. I haven't seen it, and it's supposed to be really good. Might as well.
We're working on Korra. We just started the other day. We just did episode 5 today.
We are midway through season 2 because there are only like 12 episodes per season.
Yeah, season 2.
Or like 14 or whatever. So yeah, we're on season 2. We're at like episode 6 or 7, I think.
Yeah, I'm very excited for you to get to season 3 because there's sort of a big thing-ish that happens in that first episode, and that basically is like, we are going to be dealing with this for the rest of the season.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
it's not a bad thing, or it's just like this. It just is like, here's the premise. This is it.
Season 2 took a while to really kind of hit its stride, but after those lore episodes, man, it really.
I was really waiting for you to get to that because that's where it starts.
It definitely redeemed itself after that.
Yeah.
But I think that's gonna be it for us tonight. We hit the 2-minute mark on stream, so that means we're about my recording is exactly 1:59 minutes, and so I appreciate everybody who's come out and supported and stuff and lurked and whatnot. And we will be here again next Thursday, where we will talk about other shitty problems when we go to Germany.
Right?
Just a throwback to that discussion because that's great. So, leave a follow. I will upload the VODs onto YouTube as well. You can find the information down below if you want to just put them on and listen to them, what have you. If you find these from YouTube somehow, thanks. Awesome. I appreciate it. And we will see you again. Don't forget to subscribe to our Patreon to get our OnlyFans account.
Bye.